I just got back at 5 o'clock this morning for a rather quick trip to Taiwan, where I met with some business executives and a number of government officials, including the National Security Director for the Republic of China and the Foreign Minister. Now, over the past 30 years, since my days as Lieutenant Governor of Arkansas, I've traveled several times to this small island nation, which, with over 29 million people, is one of the most densely populated nations on Earth. Taiwan is a vibrant and innovative nation with a strong economy, a robust entrepreneurial mindset, and a leader in high-tech breakthroughs. My visit got covered extensively on the national news as the people of Taiwan feel strongly connected to the United States and what happens here. While people living in Taiwan think about America quite a bit, it's doubtful that most Americans think much at all about Taiwan. I would imagine that many Americans feel that people in places like Taipei need America. But what they may not realize is that America needs Taiwan. I mean, if you have a cell phone, and who doesn't, the chip that makes it work was likely manufactured in Taiwan. And if you have a modern appliance, a newer model car or truck, a laptop, it probably wouldn't work without the highly sophisticated computer chips that are engineered and manufactured in Taiwan. But as much as products developed there are essential to the rhythm of our lives, there's more reasons for Americans to be grateful for our friends in the land also known as Formosa. You see, Taiwan is a free republic. Its citizens are free to debate issues and decide in free and open elections who should lead them. There's freedom of speech, freedom of thought, freedom of movement, and a free enterprise system that has created great wealth, but which has also created great paying private sector jobs. There's a highly driven focus on quality and competitive education, and its children are encouraged to set very high academic goals and then go and achieve them. Now, unlike mainland China, driven with an iron fist by the Communist Chinese Party, Taiwan allows free access to information and opinions that go with it. I still remember when my wife and I happened to be standing in Tiananmen Square in Beijing on what was the 25th anniversary of the uprising of the protests there at Tiananmen Square in June of 1989. And we were with this young guide. She was in her 20s. And we asked, well, what do you think of the events that had happened there 25 years ago, about the time she was born? I'll never forget, she gave us this puzzled look. And after a few awkward moments, it was apparent she had no idea what we were even talking about, because that chapter in the so-called People's Republic of China, or Communist China's history, it had been surgically erased from every history book and website that were accessible to the Chinese people. She had no idea it had ever happened. Like Israel, Taiwan is neighbored by an enemy that has declared that it desires to destroy the independence and freedom enjoyed by those living in the Republic of China. But also, like Israel, it moves forward as a key economic and innovation anchor in the Indo-Pacific region. Now, it's comforting that there are some exceptions from the crazy wing of the Democrat Party here in the U.S., and there is overall a rare but strong bipartisan appreciation for and support for this strategic ally. I don't know if you know this, but even Nancy Pelosi, with whom I struggle to find areas of agreement, traveled to Taiwan a few years ago and expressed her support for our sister in freedom. And believe this or not, I publicly praised Nancy Pelosi for that, because when a political figure does right, regardless of who it is or what party they come from, we ought to publicly acknowledge it and applaud it. America doesn't live in a vacuum. We don't exist all by ourselves. And we really do need the productivity and ingenuity of people all over the planet who share our values and our virtues. Taiwan does. Honestly, I love being back there this past week, and I was reminded how wonderful America is. But I was also reminded that we really do have real friends on this earth. And yes, they need us. But don't ever forget, We need them too.